expression has two aspects, light and sound. Music of the spheres and light. To come up to that, we require love. And truth is above all, but true living is still about truth. So our true living will safeguard us from losing that truth that we have got. And what is true living? Masters have been given this in their own way from time to time. First thing is, we should observe truthfulness. What we mean, we should say. What we say, we must mean that thing. Our hearts and tongues and the brain all agree with what we give vent to. This is what is called truthfulness. Simply you will find we have no control over our words of mouth which go to express what is lies in the heart of our hearts. The two things should agree, what is your heart and what you're giving out to your tongue. If those two agree, then there's one thing to test the usefulness of the truth, what you utter. If your truth goes to harm anyone, well, only say that much what is required, so that may not harm anybody else. Don't do the work of the unpaid apprentices of the CID of God. Don't carry tales. If somebody tells you something, mind your own business. What you're after really. You're really after to know God and just adopt certain ways which goes to help you on the way. If you see something wrong somewhere, you just point out to him privately, heart to heart, not broadcast it like anything. If true friend is one who sees other to be on the right path, but there are ways and ways to tell. As I told you, in the case of Father Abraham, I read his life story and it is given, he never spoke lies but told half-truths. By half-truths you mean only that much part of the truth which does not go to harm anyone. This is the one thing very important. If your heart and tongue and brain is the testing, your intellect is to test whether what you express that goes to the benefit of others or harm others. If that is going to harm others, then don't speak. Then you wait. Better set right than in there. So as I told you before, like the unpaid apprentices of the CID of God, don't work. That creates much trouble first within your own hearts, because you have got those things which you don't need in your own way. Those things go to stand in your own ways, in your own progress. The first thing is, we must be true to our own self. What we think at heart, we must give out. But before give it out, think twice. What are you going to say? What would be the result of that? Then you use your intellect there. And the only criterion is not to give out anything which goes to harm others. This is the first thing. Next is humility. Humility, you see, water stays in a place which is low. Maybe raining torrents in cats and dogs, that would not stay on a steep place. That means all good will reside in a heart which is just lowly, who are meek. Saint was asked, well, what is the way back to God? And he said, first humility, second humility, and third humility. When you are humble, you learn something. When you know everything, naturally you are just stuck fast in your own self-assumed ignorance, which may be taken as truth, but that may be wrong. Just you have taken something, and that's good. If you hear somebody else is there who knows better, go to him and hear him. At least that much, whatever you know already. If you hear him, just what is already in your mind, that will be confirmed. If he has to say anything more, you can grasp it. So you'll find many of the people do not have more truth because they are just in their own egotism. They consider they are right and that may be wrong, you see. So only such a man can go to somebody when he is humble. Even if he goes to somebody, there also, what he knows, listen what he says. Sometimes we simply, we know already this one, this is no new thing. Just listen, he might have to say something new. Whatever tumbler, you see, glass is put on the tumbler of water, that will be filled. If the glass is kept above the tumbler of water, that won't be filled in. Even if you have just progressed on the way, you have known the truth, you will still become true humble. When a fruit-laden tree is just laden with fruit, all branches bow down to the earth. You will find the saints who have become conscious co-worker of the divine plan. They are truly humble because they see it is He doing, not I. So the second thing required is humility. And the third thing is chastity. Chastity is life and sexuality is death. Be chaste. Chastity opens the door of meditation. You have quicker results. Marriage does not mean unchaste lives. What is lived according to what the scriptures say. The scriptures tell us marriage means taking up a companion in life who will be with you in the earthly sojourn, who should help each other to know God, which is the ultimate goal of a man's body, which we are having, fortunate. One duty may be of begetting children, not all. Try to adjust your lives according to the scriptures. For that, what Christ said, you love your wives as Christ loved the church. They're taking companion, you see, in the earthly sojourn for some higher purpose. So chastity is the ground on which the building of spirituality can be raised. First of all, that those who are chaste, they have got their body built, brain, everything built on that. So just you are married, try to live up to what the scriptures say, you see. These are the three things. If you just observe them, Tulsi says, if you don't reach God, be rest assured, I am your surety. You will, you must. So for that you'll find we have to attain to Godhood. God and Godhood are not two things. God absolute is there, which cannot be seen at any time. God into action can be seen, can be contacted. And the expression of God in action power, which is called word or nam, are light and sound. To come in contact with that is coming in contact with the truth. They are the elective lifts. If you just come in contact, they will take you to the ultimate goal for which those things emanated.